Hello everyone. For those of you who may not have seen me before, my name is James Penrose. Welcome. Thank you for clicking onto this video. I am 23 years old from Yorkshire, and in this video I'm going to be talking about something that's very personal of mine that I've never really delved deeply into really before for the first time, and I'm going to be talking about my experiences with dealing with autism. Yes, now, for those that you didn't know, yes, I have been diagnosed with autism. I believe my mum got the diagnosis from the doctors for me when I was like 3 or 4, and that's when she found out that I had autism. And in this video, I'm gonna go over like how I've dealt with it, the ups and the downs, and how you can deal with it. For those of you who are watching this video, if you are dealing with autism, how you should embrace it, use it as a strength, and we're going to go over all of that in the best way I can. I mean, I haven't really prepared, I'm not good at these videos, but basically how it all kind of started out for me, obviously growing up as a kid, I was, obviously you cry as a baby, you wreak havoc and everything, but I went to the extreme with that. Literally, it was like everything you would do as a baby, but 10 times more, and I would drive my parents insane, and then they kind of knew, all right, something was not right here. Hell, even when I was in as a baby, I think I might have died in the incubator or something, and some oxygen was cut off my brain. I believe that from what I know, I believe that's how I got autism. When I turned blue, or I died for a couple of minutes, and I was brought back, and oxygen was cut off my brain, and that's how it came about. But we didn't get the diagnosis till I was like 3 or 4 back in 2000. And they had to get the diagnosis because they knew something wasn't right. How I was acting up, acting weird, crying literally to the nth degree. I remember how there was even one time. This is a funny story for you guys. My mum once had to bathe me while I was fully clothed. Yep, literally. I was meant to go like to nursery or school or whatever, but literally I was having none of it. I ain't having no bath or anything even though I was supposed to, and lo and behold, we had to rush, so fully clothed, let's get you cleaned and then let's go. Literally, I mean, there's other stuff going on with that, but that happened before. But that's just a brief example, and that's when she knew, okay, we need to see what's up here, and then that's when the diagnosis came. And for the most part of my life, growing up with it, it has not been easy. At times, it's been very tough to deal with. As you grow up through in the UK, growing up into primary school, secondary school, and all that, going up the years, it's hard when people that don't know you that all so well will maybe give you weird looks, as if to say, who the hell are you, you weirdo, you prick, and all this blah 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 bullshit that either they may say to your face or behind your back, or it's just these little things. And that is one of the characteristic of, if you're autistic, that's probably one of the characteristics. It's that it's looking too far into someone, and almost like coming to that conclusion, all right, this guy's looking at me weird, therefore he thinks that I'm a weirdo or a prick. And then there are people who are just trolls and who generally will think that. But yeah, growing up, it was never easy. I felt like I was kind of a lone wolf in that sense. Yeah, bullying did happen at one point in primary school. I think it ended up going for like almost an entire year or something, but a long period of time where I got bullied. Whether it was because of that or it was because they just didn't like me, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if it was because of that. Other things to do with autism. Another thing is overthinking things too much. Overcomplicating, panicking. Even if it's over the little tiny things, like even if it's just so much as fucking waking up in the morning thinking you need to go to the gym. Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. Oh shit, what am I gonna do, and all that blah. Oh no, I don't have my water. But it's a bad example, but that's just a tiny example. Sometimes we can go over the top, above and beyond, panicking about things that really don't mean a damn thing. And the biggest one of all for me is communication, whether it be with your family or your friends, especially people you don't know, have never seen before in your life. Whether it's to do with whether it's even in school, because there's a lot of times during school, if you remember, where you have to do group activities and the teacher would be like, all right, you have to pair up with someone, choose your partner, and everyone would instantly go, right, oh wait, I'm going to pick this guy, I'm going to pick this girl. Me, I'm just there like, so who do I choose today? Who's going to accept me today? Just that fear of, not being accepted just because, the person doesn't know you, hasn't spoken to you or anything like that. And And being put on the spot, and that's another thing, being put on the spot. I can tell you guys for a fact, in any situation, for me, when I'm on the spot, I freeze. I don't know what to do. Literally, again, in any circumstance, it could literally be me fucking... It could be anything, like me literally going downstairs to get something for someone, or anything. Again, it might be a bad example, but you get the gist of it. Because, you know, again, panicking can easily set in my head, or anyone who has autism, panic can set in your head. And there were a lot of times where I would feel really low at points. You know, I would feel really low about myself. Just because, you know, having this thing, I would call it a thing at times, because I hated it at one point. I wanted it to go away. I would tell my mum, yo, this is the reason why I feel like I'm failing in life, where I feel like a failure, where I feel like everyone sees me as less of a human being, as a weirdo, as a freak, as someone who won't make it in life. And I want it to go, and she's like, well, even though I can't, even though if I could, I would, but at the same time, you need to realise this is who you are, this is what you have. Love it, embrace it, regardless of what the haters, the trolls will think. And that's the main thing. And it goes for anyone who has some sort of difficulty or a disability, well, no matter what it is. Even though it's not, well, obviously, dealing with any kind of sort of difficulty and disability is not the best. But with this in particular, autism, to all of you watching this video who do have autism or are dealing with some sort of difficulty similar to this, my message is this: simply hold your head up high. No matter what anyone will tell you, no matter what anyone will call you, you are who you are. Whoever you are, where you're from, what's your ethnicity, age, colour, I could give a damn. You are who you are. You all have ability. You all have the ability to be something special. You all have the ability to be great. So I suggest you use it. And this is another thing. During a time like this, during a global pandemic, it's been the worst, man. I tell you, it's been the worst. Dealing with isolation, you know, personal issues going on, I won't go into, you know, where I'm having to stay alone by myself for yonks, not knowing how long that's going to go. Literally feeling like I was in the pits at one point. At the end of last year in December, I was at the pits, guys. Literally. And that didn't have anything to do with autism. It was just a case of I was rock bottom, alone, I barely had anything, and I was... I had the flat, but at the same time, it's complicated. Again, I won't go into what happened at that point, but to all of you watching this video that do have autism, if you are doubting yourself, if you are going through mental health problems because of this, understand you are not alone. Hell, I've been there. I'm 23 years old. I've been through the worst. And there's probably worse to come. I don't know. But understand you are not alone. Hold your head up high. Live your life. Don't let anyone put you down. Understand you are who you are. Go live your life. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on how I've dealt with autism. And also, I wanted to make this video, obviously, because this is April right now. I know April is traditionally Autism Awareness Month, and that's why I kind of wanted to get this video out there and just spread awareness and hope to people who may not see this as a strength, as someone who, again, I used to see it as well. I used to see autism as a weakness. Like I mentioned earlier, how I would used to almost use it as an excuse as to why I wouldn't succeed or do anything. But at this point in my life, I've got to realise that it's the best thing that could ever happen to me. The best thing. It's why I am who I am today. And yeah, that's basically it. I can't believe I've actually made it through this video without crying. I was actually worried before I'm making this video I was going to shed a tear or two, but nah, you know, I'm strong, guys. You know, if you do know me, if you have seen my channel, you know I'm always strong throughout this. I don't really cry or anything like that. Well, I do cry, but not on camera, really, basically. And I've actually released a few quite embarrassing. I once bathed fully clothed and all that because it was all a rush and whatnot. I wouldn't go in the bath, so I did it. What, I don't know what all that was about, but yeah, it was all a rush again, a panic, and I didn't want to do it. But anyway, So that's been my thoughts on how I've dealt with autism and how you should deal with autism if you do have it. And yeah, I've stuttered a lot in this video. It's probably gone on longer. I've gone on a tangent, but I felt like for me personally, I had to do this. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you do like what you see, if this is the first time you see me and you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Make sure you leave a like rating on this video. Subscribe if you are new. And yeah, take care guys. Peace out.